All right, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, March 30th, 2020. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's resting and doing what they need to do to survive this mess that we're all kind of just stuck in the house for. So, so I put up some new instructions on how to access work on Teams and how to complete Teams, right through Teams and submit the work. So please read the newsletter. But today we're going to begin talking about the Ming Dynasty, which was a very formidable dynasty that ruled China for quite a while. They ended up taking over from the Mongolian dynasty that was in power before them. So essentially the Mongols ruled China before, for a while because they had conquered China. And then the Chinese sort of retook their own country, and the Ming Dynasty was that first Chinese dynasty after the Mongolians ruled China. So a dynastic cycle is a political theory. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about what were the historical circumstances for the founding of the Ming Dynasty, and I'm sure you've heard of the Ming Dynasty before, even if you don't know a lot about it. So we're going to be looking at our reading here, as well as this this chart here, this flow chart that talks about the dynastic cycle in China and what it means. You're gonna have a little bit of a discussion of the mandate of heaven. So the mandate of heaven sort of is this concept that believes that, when rulers are doing well and they're winning wars and they're keeping the people happy and everything's going well, that, heaven shines upon them, like that they are like ordained by God or by heaven and they're blessed by God to do well. But then as things don't go so well, like they start to lose wars or they start to have revolts by the people. The idea of mandate of heaven says that they have lost the favor of heaven, and now that it's time for a new dynasty to step in and take over for them. So, the idea is that dynasties in China will rise and fall. And when they're rising, it's because heaven's smiling on them. And when they're falling, it's because heaven is no longer smiling on them. All right. So you're going to look at the little flow chart. You're going to do a little reading. Okay. And then you're going to answer questions 1 to 3. On the next page here, if I can just get that working. Okay. All right. So right here, what was the mandate of heaven? Describe the dynastic cycle. And what evidence of the dynastic cycle could you have learned in global history? Evidence could come from regions other than China. All right. So what are the historical circumstances for the founding of the Ming Dynasty? You're going to watch this video. You can do that by clicking on this link here. Okay. The video is also embedded in the PowerPoint presentation, so if you don't want to click on the link, you can always see it from the PowerPoint. And then there's another video here about the Great Wall of China. When we think of the Great Wall of China now in 2020, the parts of the Great Wall that we think of are the parts that were built during the Ming Dynasty. So the parts that are the best preserved, the parts that people travel to in China to go see, that all was built during the Ming Dynasty in like the 1300s or so. So, although the Great Wall of China has been there for roughly 2,500 years in certain parts, the parts that are the most, well visited and well preserved are the ones that were built in the 1300s. Okay. So once you've read that, you've watched the videos, you're going to take a look at these two stimuli here with the Mongols, and then this table of ruling dynasties in China. And then you're going to use that to answer these questions, the videos, and what you read, okay? Then we're going to get to the exit slip right here, which is, again, what were the historical circumstances for the founding of the Ming Dynasty? I put a graphic organizer in there for you to help you organize your thoughts. So the who, when, where, why, and how is there. You don't see a what because the what is the event here. So the founding of the Ming Dynasty, that is the event. So that's the what. So you tell me the who, when, where, and why, and how, and then you combine all that into one sentence or one paragraph that answers all those questions, and then you put it right here, explain the historical circumstances that led to the founding of the Ming Dynasty. This is a Regents style question. You're going to see one question like this on your Regents at least. So this is good practice for you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please hit me up on Remind or Teams or email, or leave something in the comments here for me. Again, I hope everybody is well, and I hope everybody has a good day.